THQ Nordic. Wow. The Wild Gentleman. Who's ready for some more just one-offs, eh? Random ass games, just scream. It's like, I want to try these out. I know I do. Welcome to Chicken Police. Paint it red. What the hell is Chicken Police, you might ask? I don't know. Oh, man. Did I fix it? No, of course I didn't. Why would I fix it, right? You think I would have done it? Okay, we're keeping Film Grain on. We're turning on VSync. There we are. I can't believe I didn't fix the video settings. Really? Give me a second. We're gonna make sure it's fixed. There we go. Now it should be fixed, right? Yes, it is. I thought I did this yesterday. I was messing around with these settings. Alright, well. Chicken Police. What is this? It's apparently a detective adventure game, and I'm not good with adventure games no more. I had my time with that with Sierra, and I did King's Quest. I did Siberia. I've done some Sam & Max. Oh, I've done so many of those. Oh, especially, it's the freaking King's Quest things. I played one of the Space Quests too, and it's just like, so my brain has turned to slush since back in those days. So let's do it and make it worse with this. Alright, so this might end up being one of those where I'm quiet most of the time. Thank God. Because this seems to have a lot of voice acting, and I really like the voices that I've heard in this so far. Especially frickin' Noir Chicken. So other than it being an adventure detective game, don't know what we're gonna come across. So we'll see. Let's go, Chicken Police. Let us see where our lives lead to. Also, if you might notice in the pictures, yes, you might need to get used to a few things. Let's go. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts. The big sleep.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong? Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte, I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance. Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're in big trouble, pal.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah. Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning. I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real, the badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case. My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter. The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes. I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever. Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has. I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink. Every whiskey has the same color nowadays. At least in this price range. I don't even know what these papers are. legs that go... That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
I'm gonna butt in here just a moment. That is the best drawing ever.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard. Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach. Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that. How did you get this address?
You know, my mistress has exceptional connections.
If they were so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Detective. You are the head of the famous chicken police. Am I right?
Was it a raccoon with a scarred face called Zip who recommended me? He hates me.
No, Mr. Featherland. I don't know anyone like that.
Lucky for you, Deborah. What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help. Just like my mistress said.
Well, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable.
Well, I am reliable.
And discreet.
That's right.
And thorough.
No question about that.
And has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there. Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino. I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other. If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland...
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
Please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him...
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Screw you, game. I got 4 stars and you said I'm a decent cop. You bastard. Ah. Man, I lost a big chunk near the end. Minus 40? Good lord. Wait, I can retry that? Nah. We're just gonna do story.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see. Leg.
Don't you want to look at it? The message I gave you.
Yeah, of course, Deborah. Give me a second.
Jesus.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall, with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
I guess during reading these things, I can read it out. Lewis is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good friend of mine. At the moment, he's my landlord. And it's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he gladly helps me whatever I ask him. Aha! Gotta call him. He's a rabbit. An old friend of mine, stuttering heavily when he talks. Good-looking, charismatic, and a clucking gangster. So clucking instead of F, huh? One of the most well-known gangsters of Clawville. Real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, good lord. And that's only the half of what I've heard about him. He has his dirty little paws everywhere in the city's underground. You're gonna die! Impala, pretty, fragile, nothing too special. Runs errands for her employer, so can say late, but I don't think she's a particularly wealthy or influential family. She's afraid and secretive, or she's just secretive and an outstanding actress. In any case, not everything she told me is true. I'm pretty sure about that. The employer currently bolsters the ranks of Ivan Wessler, to put it mildly. Explains the cloud of fear surrounding Miss Ibanez. Cat, she has remarkably green eyes, and she's definitely in trouble. So am I. She's the employer of Miss Deborah Ibanez. Allegedly, she's receiving serious threats. Currently the girlfriend of the notorious gangster. Yep. She owns the Tsar Club. Hotel Atlas. Debating who gets swallowed by decay first, the hotel is winning, but honestly I'm not that far behind. One of the most famous nightclubs in the city. Owners of the juiciest booties and hardest fists frequent the place. And it's famous for not serving cops, except if they're knee-deep in the dirt. Oh, good lord. We're not going through all this. Here, I'll give you a good 5 seconds so you can just see them all and stop the video. Okay, that's it. Seats. Questioning points. I'm a greenhorn because I got decent cop rating. Yeehaw! You can't redo it though. Oh, you can only redo it right then and there. 5 for 5, 932. God. How many of you have actually used these? 932. Because I actually have. Alright, time for me to shut up.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend. What's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place. The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me. Could I ask you a few more questions, Deborah?
Feel free, Sonny.
Do you think my whereabouts aren't a secret?
Do you think they ever were?
Well, I was hoping.
Clawville is a big city, but not so big that Santino Featherland can hide in it.
Oh, please. Flatter me more.
I've already told you more about myself than I wanted to.
Afraid you'll get your hands dirty?
I'm afraid I already did.
So, Ibn Wessler, eh? You know you could have dropped the bomb a little earlier.
If I started with that, I'm sure you would have thrown me out.
You're right. He's one of the most dangerous gangsters in the city.
I only know he's an influential businessman.
Isn't that the same?
Not even you can see the world as that black and white. Sonny, I've already told you what I know. I've never read the message. My job was to give it to you and nothing more.
You really are this innocent, aren't you?
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
Let me give you some advice, sister. Leave the city and get as far as you can from the likes of Ibn Wessler.
It's not so simple, Mr. Featherland. My mistress needs me.
Is she really that important to you? That you drive around in the dead of night to questionable places to deliver messages you know absolutely nothing about?
I would do more than that for her.
I see. You're smooth. Real smooth.
Thank you, Mr. Featherland.
Sonny, please. Just Sonny. So this Natasha dame...
Look, I'm just the messenger. You have to talk to my mistress about the details. Miss Katsenko was very clear on this matter.
I see. But...
Please, Sonny, let's not make this even more uncomfortable.
Okay, understood. Let's drop it.
Thank you.
I can always count on you. Thanks, old buddy.
Don't even mention it, my friend.
You got anything planned for today?
I thought I'd visit a nightclub. It's New Year's Eve, after all.
Well, I didn't mean to hold you up.
I'll ask a favor of you someday.
I owe you a lot of those, don't I?
That's true. I don't deny it.
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles. It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same, and the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night? I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night. The bullet hole in my crest is worth more than these two combined. The bullet hole...
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, gods. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce. I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
By the way, what's with the raincoats? Couldn't you find an umbrella?
Why? Frank says it'll be rain, and see, it's raining. He's a frog, so he must know.
Yeah, well, I'm a rooster, but I hate getting up early.
Raincoats are just fine, okay. You have a problem with that, Sonny?
No, just, you know, the spikes sticking through and all.
Is something wrong with our spikes, chicken?
Yeah, you know what? Just forget it. Whoa. Don't you freeze, boys? It's cold outside.
Yeah, truth be told, I'll freeze to my bones, Sonny. Even through this jacket, I'm completely soaked.
Really? I don't know why.
Don't listen to him, Royce. And you got nothing better to do? Bugger off.
Okay. Just, sometimes you two truly amaze me.
What? Why are you still sneaking around here, Sonny?
It always astonishes me how block-headed you two are.
What?
It always Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages. This happened when that old bloodhound, Bloodboil, was promoted to chief of police. The Castilia clan thought this would frighten the old hound, but they were so wrong. Retaliation came the next morning. Raids on 4 warehouses, a dozen bad guys dead, and twice as many busted. Nobody messed with old Bloodboil after that, or Chief Marrowbone, as they call him around here. Could have been fixed up ages ago, but it was the chief's explicit demand not to. They can say a lot of things about the old hound, but he's got a sense of drama for sure. Could have been fixed. Every time this poster disappears, good old Bloodboil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief. I'm sure it's Bloodboil himself taping back the torn-off posters, like some maniac. He must have a dozen of those things in his bag for emergencies. I'm sure it's Bloodboil. Did you miss me? No? Same here. We have a tough history, you and me. Maybe it's time to forget about the past, eh? We have a tough... Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement. Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city. Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time? Detective Chow Hound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog. One of Blood Boil's favorites, mainly because he's a dog, of course. Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here. All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good. All it takes is... Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross, and probably toxic. Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick. Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
What do you know about the Czar Club?
Nothing special. I've never been there. It's a famous place, though. Expensive cigars, unaffordable drinks, pretty gals. All the movie stars and politicians go there at least once a week.
And all the big shot mobsters, too, I've heard.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. Still living in the Atlas?
If something works, why change it, right?
Well, if you like it there.
Listen, Monica, you could, come by sometime for a drink or two, you know?
I didn't hear that, and you didn't say that.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Anything else, Boss Bird?
Do we have a file on Hobart, Ibn, Wessler?
Are you kidding me? We have a whole room just for him. Want the key? You can spend the remaining days of your paid holiday in there.
No thanks. Never mind. You're a bit sassy today, aren't you?
I'm sorry, Sonny, but I'm starting to shed my feathers because of this insane asylum. You know, New Year's Eve and Blood Boil's not here when he should be.
Somehow I'm not sorry about that.
Yeah, I bet you're not, Boss Bird. Natasha Katzenko. Interesting name. Is it real or just an alias?
It's supposed to be real, but who knows? Good question.
We have nothing on her. She's either clean or uses a fake name. Maybe both, but I don't think so. Aside from that, everyone knows what I know about her. Singer, star, the #1 babe in this town, so to speak.
Thanks, little bird. It's something.
Glad I could help. Hey, Sonny, is everything all right?
Sure, everything's fine, Mon. I'm just distracted.
That's nice. Life is best if you let the adventures take you with them.
Jeez, Mon. Don't read so many romantic novels.
That was one of yours, actually. From the old Sonny. You used to love saying nice little things like that, remember?
I try not to.
We can't erase the past because we are the past ourselves, am I right?
Stop that right there.
Okay, okay. I'm just joking.
Mort, you scabious beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this Detective Buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Tell me, sonny boy, how's Molly and the little Dicky?
You really know how to hurt a guy.
Is something wrong?
They no longer live with me, Mort. For a few years now. And to be honest, we're not really in touch.
I'm sorry, pal. I didn't want to reopen old wounds.
It's all right, Morty. Let's drop it. Everything all right, Lizard Wizard?
Yeah, it will be. As soon as I'm out of here.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kinda lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
How are the pups?
They're real monsters. Life's a living hell. But it'd be even worse without them, you know?
Yeah, you're telling me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And how's life without the chicken police?
Unfortunately, the worst half is still here. But it's good. It's so Uneventful. What a coincidence.
Want me to make a scene?
No, I'm fine without it, really.
Listen, Bosco, do you need this mess with Mort?
Like hell I do. But what can I do when he's almost beat a fucking giraffe to death?
A giraffe? Never mind, it's New Year's Eve. There's a brawl like this in every joint of the city, and you know that. He's just a loser, and also blind. Maybe someone just stuck that broken mug in his hand.
You know that's not what happened.
Of course I know.
All right, I'll let him go. We don't need him yelling in here all night. I'll write the report and throw him out. But he better not end up back in here again tonight.
I'll have a talk with him. Keep up the good work. You're a good boy, Bosco.
Cluck off, Sonny.
Just sign any bullshit testimony they shove in your face, and you're free to go. Bosco also wants to get through with it, just like you.
Thanks, Sonny. Much obliged.
You owe me another one, old man, and I won't forget it.
You can count on me, Sonny boy. I'll help if I can.
Just sign anything. You can. I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy, or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division. We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect. We were just too damn drunk. This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
And I thought the burlesque house was rough. Damn! What the fuck?
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that. Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years. Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most. I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained. Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her, a sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored. Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Were you lost? This is the PD building, you know.
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
Hey, Marty, what about Laura? How come she didn't eat you yet?
Yeah, very funny. We're good, by the way. Mostly. As good as we can be after all these years.
Glad to hear it.
She asks a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time.
Understandable.
But she also felt sorry for you.
Oh, well, thanks. That's much better.
If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police, Marty, better than this one.
Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
Whatever, Sonny. So, Sonny, you still limping?
The pellets tore my right hip to pieces, so yes. The doctor says I'll limp forever.
Good to hear that.
Fuck off.
Can we go finally, or are you waiting for a big warm hug?
Let's get out of here before I get detained for gutting you.
Lovely and peaceful as always. Welcome back, Boss Bird. Can we go finally?
I'm a little worried that in an adventure game, there's a shooting practice thing. Which means it's probably going to be action set thing. Avoid shooting the hostages. Simple as that. Shooting enemies increases your points and remaining time, while hitting hostages does the opposite. Choose wisely and fire away. You'll need to reload your gun after 6 shots, just like the Western, but even faster. Okay. Here we are. Oh, God. Oh, B is to reload. That's a civilian. I'm doing real good at aiming, ain't I? Sure that won't bite me later. Okay. Better not be that fast later. Damn it! Dodged that one. Oh, it's gonna be this fast later. It totally is. Damn it! Stop throwing chickens at me! Oh, you bastard. Of course I gotta do this again. Ah, son of a stupid elephant. I think this is just for brownie points, so I won't do this too long. Saw that one. Damn it, your baby protected the bad guy. Seems it's all worth the same amount of points no matter what. Saw that one. least I earned a better score than I did before, even though 2 elephants had to die for it. Ooh. Doing much better, actually. Damn it, elephant. How crazy is the shooting element's gonna be in this game? Gotcha. No, I have to beat Marty. I have to beat Marty. Shit. Almost. Alright, well, that's it. I'm not doing any more than that. Oh, boy. Also, I'm laughing at just how much soul there is in this game. I'm really loving it. Blood Boil looks freaking great. Chief is a real legend, and he also hates me. Morphous, neurotic, old and ugly, but he's an old friend from the golden days of the Chicken Police. And you hate him. Zip. An old enemy became a good friend over the years. Alrighty. Police department. Whoa, there's another one. Moses Plato. Sand fox and a cat. Also, sure is strong in that kind of stuff, ain't it? Where do I need to go? Can I just move, or are we set here? How do I leave? Damn it. Door? Maybe? Oh, I can move the camera! Oh, okay. That explains it.
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hop dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty. With a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city, then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
Jesus!
I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore. I hate his kind anyway.
Well, because he's a reptile?
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
No, yeah, that's true.
And you? Are you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops, after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Eesh, get a room, you two.
That...
I see Blood Boil's here. We're in deep guano for sure, Marty.
Isn't it your lucky day, huh? Are you thinking about some stupid shit again?
We? Excuse me, sir, but what do you mean?
Great wilderness, just keep a low profile, will ya? It's New Year's Eve. We have enough dangerous lunatics running around already.
Don't worry, Chowhound. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, of course you do. That's what I'm afraid of.
What have you heard about the hop dog? Is it still standing?
Yeah, it is. But I don't frequent that neighborhood. You shouldn't either. Things have escalated there recently.
What do you know about Ibn Wessler? What's the old rat been up to lately?
They say he's keeping a pretty low profile these days. But he's been seen in the company of the Attorney General.
Attorney General Hamtaro, eh? That's interesting. Thanks.
Why are you so interested in that rat? If you want another hole in your comb, I could help you too, you know.
It's just professional curiosity.
Yeah, of course. And I'm a fluffy little Labrador.
Whoa, you forgot to mention this nugget about the case, Sonny. Ibn Clucking Wessler? What the hell did you get into?
Far as I remember, you didn't let me tell you in the first place. Well, you're in now. No way back.
You're a piece of shit, Sonny, you hear me? What's this all about?
Easy, chicken. I'll tell you everything soon enough. Let's just get the hell out of here first.
If I already told you it's a pleasure working with you again?
No, but that's always good to hear, partner.
Cluck off.
Why is it so quiet in here? Shouldn't it be a madhouse by now?
The midnight madness is yet to come, Sonny. Just wait for it.
My time's too valuable for that, pal.
And you're trespassing. Rules of suspension, remember? I can see you're up to no good.
Who, us? Ridiculous.
If you say so. But I advise you to keep it low. Especially you, Sonny. How many days do you have until retirement?
121. 120 soon.
Don't be a knucklehead and get yourself fired.
Thanks for your eternal wisdom, Bosco. I'm definitely coming to you again next time. Oof, I gotta say, good old Bosco looks like shit.
Yeah, like a beaten dog.
While you, on the other hand, you just got older. Way older.
Shut the clock up, Marty. We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood. But he never is, actually.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss, I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino. What is it, Santino?
Nothing, sir.
And you need something, Martin?
No, sir.
Then get out of my sight, birds. What is it?
Maybe next time.
Do you remember when they changed the old coat of arms and we used it as target practice?
I remember Bloodboil catching us and almost suspending us because of your stupid shit.
My stupid shit? I remember it was your idea. And you were drunk as hell.
Yeah, and I remember you... Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh man, there's so much heart and soul in this game. Oh, and I really like the voice actors they chose. He's my boss and a living statue of justice. He is tough, ruthless, and above all, unbribable. And of course, he's a racist bastard. Still, I don't want to be here when he retires to witness how chaos devours Lalo for good. Fucking the thing when the police officer got shot and he's just like, alright, retribution. Oh boy. So much, man. There's just so much here. Wait, did I miss something? I think I missed something. Oh, I did. Not a lot, but hey. There's two. Ah. Oh, I can go to the hotel, I can go to Hot Dog. Alright, but you know what? Let's just see what this place is.
The Hop Dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
Just the fact that this monologue is actually him talking to himself. Oh man, this game is actually really, really good. Totally get it if you have the chance. If you're into point-and-click adventures with story, 100% all in already. Just this, I'm already like, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, it's so good. What are you? Are you a fly? Oh, you are a fly. I did not expect to see insects. We don't serve birds here.
Of all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler District are forced to make a living?
I have no idea what goes on in the hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know. But you're still gonna tell me, right?
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Wait, what? Why?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown. They sell them as gourmet food in the most expensive restaurants.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
Hi, V-Stars! I didn't expect to see you here today! If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't you worry about it. You'll find out. I don't know if the anime's gotten to that point yet, but you'll find out! Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Hey, if you want to go further, just to ride down this adventure line, then yeah, sure, I'll do it. I'm really loving this. If I wasn't muted for the majority of it, you would have heard me laughing and having a storm here, man. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, definitely go in on this. All right. So I wish you all well. Y'all be safe. Take care. And I'll see you next time. Bye.